Right, y'all. My kids are buck wild right now. We're outside playing, trying to run out some energy, and they're just kind of like loud and a little bit annoying and kind of cute. So who knows how this video is going to go. No weird noises, Amos. He's been doing this weird baby talk and animal noises, and I've been trying to convince him to stop talking like a baby to his baby brother because he's going to teach him weird noises instead of actual words. Amos, regular words. Stop making weird noises. Just play. He doesn't get it. He's driving me nuts. But okay, this won't take too long because I really do gotta, I need to get these kids to bed. And it's actually kind of cold out here, so I wanted to mention a couple of things all over the map, really. You might be tired of hearing me post about ketones, and that's okay. You can unfollow if you want to or not watch. And it's not all about that, but at the same time, I'm getting more bold, I guess, with sharing stuff. I used to be a little shy and hesitant about it because I thought people might think it's annoying or people might not want to hear it or whatever it is. And you know what? I think I've come to the mindset that if it helps anybody, it's a really good thing. And I just have gotten to where I feel so passionately about something that I want to share it, but that's not everything this video is about. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was like the defeatist mentality. We all kind of have that built in even. And have you guys ever started something, whatever it is, even if it's a diet, it could be a diet, and you get going, you have a little bit of success, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to reward myself with a big old ice cream sundae. I've been doing so great. I deserve this. And we almost set ourselves up for failure or become our own worst enemy or put a roadblock out there to just, it's only like we're definitely our own worst enemy, and we create these situations for ourselves. And I don't understand it. I've done it myself a million times. This is, with keto, this is the first time I've not really done that too awfully bad. But I don't know. Does anybody else have that situation? Hey, Jess, what's going on? I don't know. It's one of those things that I guess I wanted to talk about like really broadly. It's been on my mind, and I feel like so many people. Amos, yes, sir. Go find something to play with, baby. Run your energy out. We're supposed to be running. Yeah, there you go. Sit there and rest then, and then run some more energy out, okay? Buck wild. These kids are buck wild right now. But I feel like almost everybody experiences this, especially with dieting. And I hate the word dieting because diets never succeed. They always fail. I've always failed at every single one I've ever done. But it's almost like we think we don't deserve to be good or to be better or whatever it is. Even with work. I don't know. I'm in sales. And we sometimes have this mentality of, oh my God, I'm killing it right now. I can take the rest of the week off or the rest of the month off and kind of like, just dick around a little bit because I'm doing well. Why would you not like push for further and further? I don't know. I've done that a million times. So I wanted to compare that with what's going on right now with me, with the keto diet in general, just because it's just, I can't even explain to you enough all of the positive effects of just changing some of the things that I eat or don't eat. And the more and more I've been involved in it, I read and watch all kinds of stuff. And if you haven't seen The Magic Pill on Netflix, my goodness, go watch it. It's unreal. But just learning from the medical and the scientific side about the diet alone, how bad sugar can be for us, and all the starches and carbs and all the, just all that mess. I can't emphasize enough how good I feel literally just from cutting a bunch of that stuff out of my life. That alone changes people. And then on the other side, the ketone stuff, and I understand why some people don't want to hear about it, or they're hesitant, or they question it. And so I wanted to address some of the almost kind of objections that people give or concerns that they have about the ketone supplements and explain a little bit more about what they are. You guys see my posts every once in a while. Be careful, Amos, about them, but they're really vague, and they're, just random Facebook posts. So I wanted to explain. Okay, bug just flew down my shirt. I want to explain a bit like what they actually are. And Amos, don't put that over your head. Don't put it over your head. Thank you. My God, these kids. So what are they and what's in them? And, you know, people ask all the time, they're like, well, that concerns me. I don't even know what this is. I've never heard of it before. And then I start thinking, you know what? People take things all the time that are not all natural, like naturally created by the earth, like different types of vitamins. Think back to the 90s. I can remember the guys I dated in high school taking creatine and all those protein shakes that we all take now. Everything on the shelf at GNC, like every bit of it, we all have tried it at some point in our life, and we've all either heard of it or used it or know someone who has, whatever it is. It could be any kind of supplement out there, but they're not novel or new to us anymore. They're kind of like out there and accepted, I guess, and that's why people are just now starting to hear about ketones, and so they automatically put their wall up. And I get that. I did too. And so I'm like, you know, what is in this? You know, why could this possibly work the way that people say it does? You know, that kind of thing. So I wanted to explain a little bit about what's in them, but also just compare it to other things that are out there that were new at one point and aren't anymore. And you know, I just think we're on the bubble of something that's really going to change health and nutrition. It's really going to change the health and the wellness of so many people. And I have hundreds and hundreds of examples of different things that have happened positively for people. And, you know, and I'm talking about people I actually know or that are on my team, like real actual people, not just imaginary people out there that nobody knows. But, so, okay, got sidetracked a little bit, but what are the ketones? So it's a powder. It's a packet of powder, and you mix it with water or some other beverage, and I drink one a day. I drink one in the morning before breakfast, and then I eat when I get hungry. But what the heck even is it? Like ketones, I've never heard of this. So they are made up of a couple different things. There's something in them called BHB, or beta hydroxybutyrate. It's a mouthful, but basically all that means is it's the closest representation to the actual ketones that are created inside of your body through natural processes in your liver. But it's man-made. Of course, it's exogenous ketones. Exogenous meaning created outside of your body. There's some different amino acids in there. Some of them have collagen. Some of them have AC11, which is that does come from a natural source, and it helps with DNA repair and that kind of thing. There's no fake sugars, sweeteners, colors, anything like that. They're gluten-free. You know, all of the things. You know, it checks all of those boxes. But they're intended, or their use is. It's a dietary supplement. It's not a meal replacement. And what they do is they're patented to put your body into ketosis. And all that means is it starts burning fat for fuel. And ketosis is a state in your body where you've got elevated blood ketone levels. It's different than ketoacidosis. I get that question sometimes. That's a condition that happens in type 1 diabetic folks. My husband's type 1 diabetic. And that can happen when you have... Hey, buddy. I know. See, it's an airplane. I know. Look how cool. You can see the contrail, huh? So that ketoacidosis happens when you have an extremely elevated blood ketone level combined with very, very, very high blood sugars, and that can be dangerous. That is not something that can happen, or that's going to happen by taking ketones. You'd have to take a crap ton of them in a really short period of time. You're not going to do that. And then, hang on, baby. And then the other piece of it that it pushes you into, I said, wait, please, is ketogenesis, which is the process inside of your body where your liver starts creating ketones inside. And that's also a really, really good thing. And the point of all of that is to give you all of those other health benefits. The same thing that this is what people try to accomplish with the keto diet when they're doing the low carb, the high fat, trying to get their macros all right and all that stuff. They're trying to get themselves to that point where they're burning fat for fuel. You have better energy, better sleep. You guys, I haven't had a latte in the afternoon since December. And I used to be a latte fiend, almost required, sometimes a double or triple just to function. You know, I don't take naps. I don't need to. You know, I've really, really leaned out. I'm down like, I think this morning I finally I crossed the 25-pound mark. It's like 25.5 pounds. So that's mind-blowing to me. Please stop with the noise. That's really loud. Please stop. Stop or go to timeout. Thank you. Children, sometimes. But anyway, that's kind of a really broad overview of what's in them, what's actually in them, and what they do. And I just wanted to come on here and explain that a little bit. There are a ton of you guys. I haven't counted, but I know there are like, I don't know, 50, 60 of you so far that have tried these things and are really, really seeing amazing benefits. I've got one guy I just talked to today who's down 2 belt loop sizes in the last 2 months. I've got another guy who's, and I'm saying guy meaning actual guy, this isn't just for women. Rob Weber, what's up? I have another guy who in his first 3 weeks lost like 13 pounds. And this is after he had lost like 40 pounds from diet alone and working out and running like a crazy person, and then got stuck. And then this was able to kind of get him over the edge. I've got a girl who has been diagnosed as pre-diabetic. Her A1C was like 6.1. She went in 3 months later and it was down to under 5. I have another type 2 diabetic person who has significantly dropped his A1C. I have another type 2 diabetic who has regulated blood sugars for the first time in years. I have a person who has gotten rid of all of her over-the-counter medicines that she's been taking, you know, for stomach things, whether it's to slow it down or to speed it up, you know, just trying to regulate all that. Antacids, sleeping aids. I have people who've gotten rid of like not buckets, like a whole counter full of like all the things that you buy over the counter. You know, I myself haven't taken any sleep aids in forever. And I used to do that just to get myself a solid like 3 hours of sleep a night. I have another girl who's lost like 45 pounds and even more inches in like 4 months. I have another person who completely stopped smoking, Andrea, who has dropped steady like 3 pounds a month for like 4 or 5 months. I have other moms like me who are postpartum and desperate and like just couldn't bounce back from that last pregnancy. And I don't know, I can just think of story after story that people tell me. I have another girl who, she got to the point, the thing that made her say, you know what, I want to try this. I'm so desperate for a change. Like, I'll try anything. She told me that it got to the point where she didn't want to get ready in the morning and didn't want to dry her hair because she didn't want to look at herself in the mirror. I mean, think about that statement. You get so frustrated and down on yourself that you can't even like walk by a mirror and look at yourself and be like, you know what, I'm doing okay today. And so many of us have gotten to that point. Like, I got to that point. I've shared with you guys some before pictures that are like completely embarrassing. Like, I don't want the world to see that, much less like myself. Like, I wouldn't look in the mirror at myself. I would wear big baggy clothes. And I mean, Amos, stop spitting. No spitting, please. Don't teach baby Ash bad things, and stop the noise. You know, there's just so many people, I think, out there who feel that way, and they've tried everything, and so they're skeptics. And we've all got this defeatist attitude where, you know what, nothing is ever going to work. I'm either going to settle, or I'm going to try one more thing, and if it doesn't work in 1 week, then I quit. And I'm telling you, like, this can totally work for you guys. I'm telling you. It's just, it's unreal. And then I want to take it even a step further, past all the ketones. I'm just rambling at this point. This is like a diatribe while my children are running around before I put them to bed. I just thought I'd pass the time and go in here and ramble from the top of my head. So for all of my people who have, or even if you haven't, all my people who've tried ketones, and you're kind of battling with that idea of, you know, should I take that extra step and like try to promote them, or just try to get free ketones, or, you know, whatever the case may be. This is a not expensive habit, but it's a habit. So like, well, how can I get free ketones? And I guess my advice to you is to kind of, and I battled this one myself. You know, I ended up promoting because so many people were just interested. I was like, okay, why not? I'll get, you know, some free ketones. But for the people who desperately need something, a change, like, stop making excuses and turn those excuses into reasons. And what I mean by that is, you know, some of the things that we tell ourselves. You know what? Well, I could never do that because I'm not a salesperson. I wouldn't be able to do it, or to try to convince somebody to do anything. And let me tell you right now, I don't convince anybody to do anything. I share my story. I don't reach out to people blindly. I don't send cold spam messages. None of you will ever receive a copy paste private message from me. None of you will ever receive a spam email from me, or a random post, or anything like that. I'll be reactive to you guys and lead with educating you, but I'm not going to go out and try to convince you to buy something that you don't want to buy. And I'm not here to try to sell you something. I'm legit here to try to change your life, because I promise you I've changed mine, and I know a lot of other people who have changed their lives too. And it just, I don't know, I'm not going to stop sharing, because that to me is way too powerful. It's too powerful not to. And so I have become more bold with sharing. So I kind of urge you to think about the excuses that you make for yourself and turn them into reasons. Oh, well, you know, no one's going to care what I have to say because I'm not a health expert. I'm not either. But I like to learn about stuff. But the thing is, so many resources are provided to you. You don't have to be the expert. You know, I don't have the time. Make that your reason. Make that the reason that you kind of earn your way to having more time. You know, I have more time just because I feel better, for one. You know, I don't have a life that has any room for extra stuff. I have a full-time job. I have 2 crazy kids who are eating grass. Amos, don't teach them to eat grass. Yeah, I mean, for real, y'all. They're eating grass. Children. You know, I don't have time. Amos, I asked you, please quit with the loud. You'd think you'd be too loud outside. Unbelievable. But the time freedom part, I mean, I have a full-time job. I didn't start doing this to make money. I started doing this to make people happy and make me happy. So if you feel like you don't have enough time, that's why you should do this, to make more time. And just by feeling better alone, I have more time to spend with my kids, because I'm not too busy feeling miserable or exhausted or whatever. So, you know, oh, well, I don't have the money. Make that your reason. You can make money from doing this, like actual money, guys. And I only kind of do this part-time. Just, I don't know, just think about your excuses and turn them into reasons. And I still just think we're only scratching the surface with this here, you guys. I mean, I think this is something that's legit going to change the face of the health and wellness industry. We're literally just scratching the surface. Amos, use real words. Real words. My God, the baby talk's killing me. I really, really, truly believe that. I think we're on the cusp of really, really exploding. And I don't know. And it's not about selling you something or making a buck. Like, you guys, and a lot of people who do this, they're just actual, truly just passionate about it. They love it. And I genuinely want to help people and make a positive impact. So, you know, the money is a nice thing, but that is like the least of the positive benefits of this whole thing. But anyway, I just went on this crazy diatribe for the last, I don't even know how long. Amos, the noises. Can you say hi? These are my crazy, crazy children. They need to go to bed.
I don't need to go to bed.
I know. I can't even anymore, you guys. But anyway, I guess my final little tidbit is, stop, wait for just a minute. Yeah, that's our neighbors.
Dad's house?
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I guess the final thing I'd say is,
What?
my God, stop asking questions, and I'll answer them in just a minute, okay? The final thing I'll leave you with is, God, even if you're curious, like, today's the freaking day to try this stuff out, because what if it does work? There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's a 22% off today for end of month. It's a crazy sale. Oh my gosh, they haven't had in like 6 months. Will ketones give me Amos energy? No, it will give you a clean, smooth, and sustained energy. Only being 3 and obnoxious can give you that energy. I can't with them. But yeah, you guys, if you want the link to the sale, there's a 22% off sale today. Like, it's unheard of. They don't do it. But it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Literally no risk. If there's something out there that could actually work for you, for any of those things, whether it's fat loss or all those other benefits, why not try it? Because if it doesn't work, you can get your money back. No brainer. Okay, I've got to sign off here. These kids are effing crazy. And I need to start getting them ready for bed. But we'll see if they want to say bye. Amos, you want to say bye to all the people? Here. He's like upside down. I don't know what he's doing. We're playing on a towel in the front yard. Like real classy. I don't even know what the tongue thing is. Can you say hello and goodbye?
Hello.
In real words, like real voice? I don't even know what that voice is.
Hello.
What is this, like Irish accent? European?
Hello.
Say goodbye. Good night, guys.
Goodbye. Good night, guys.
Ash, you want to say goodbye? Ash, stop eating grass and say see you later.
See you later.
Say bye. They're nuts. I can't even with these kids, you guys. Okay.
Bye.
Have a good night, y'all. Thanks, Andrea. See you later.